memorable Naruto scenes have been reanimated for the franchise's 20th anniversary.
It looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think we're gonna get a Naruto Kai situation.
Well, let me ask you, what would be the thing holding back them making a Naruto Kai?
Making a Naruto Brotherhood, perhaps, because Kai is just recutting the old show.
Okay. Yeah, what would hold them back from making a Naruto Brotherhood?
my biggest thought is just like the lack of creativity. Like, these people are all creative people, and I don't, even with all the money in the world, I don't know if they want to sit there and actually reanimate like 500 episodes of an anime.
They get paid by the frame.
So what you're saying is that it would take a lot of money.
Yeah.
He said, desperate to segue. Yeah, so this was on Shonen Leaks tweeted out, right? Studio Pierrot reanimated Naruto on the eve of the 20th anniversary, right? So you got to see this cool shit, right? They did in 16:9 and everything. It looks really cool, right? And then Mr. Beast says, how much do I have to pay to get every episode like this? To which this person just spitballed and said, I think it was like $95,000 per episode. But for this quality, it's probably more like $150,000 what it costs per Attack on Titan episode. If they removed all the filler and redundant moments, then this could realistically be like 60 episodes for season 1. So 90 million, or sorry, 9 million roughly. To which Mr. Beast says, all right, let's fucking go. Like, deal.
Right,
So,
sure. The guy who I've heard isn't the best with his budgeting, but yeah, all right.
I mean, I don't, when you have so much fuck you money, I don't think you have to be the best with your budgeting. you let me know when Mr. Beast files for bankruptcy, all right? Anyway, yeah, so what an interesting scenario that would be if Mr. Beast saved anime by just infusing massive amounts of money into the studios.
Team Weebs.
Yeah, it's like literally like, damn, it's such a shame. Animators are so underpaid. Mr. Beast is like, wait a minute. They're talking about money. I have that. Like,
yeah, you guys need money. Check well. I have that. I can help you guys.
If this was a Brotherhood situation, though, then they're gonna have to skip the tuning exams, right?
That's the best part.
That's the point. Because Brotherhood skipped a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
No, they just made things really quick.
They sped through what was done correctly in the original to get to the new stuff in Brotherhood.
And therefore they skipped a bunch of stuff.
No,
like what?
No, you guys are explaining this all wrong, and I haven't even seen Brotherhood. What they did in the original Full Metal Alchemist, as they were animating it, is they caught up to where the manga was.
I'm saying Brotherhood sped through what the original did correctly, and then carried on through the manga.
Anime, because they caught up, they kept animating it instead of putting in filler. Instead of putting in, instead of stalling, they just said, "Well, fuck it, we're gonna continue. We're just gonna make it up from here, right?
We'll do it live."
They made their own ending.
They took the Escape podcast approach. So yeah, they basically they came up with their own way of doing things. They went from there, and then when they made Brotherhood, because they had that part. Yeah, so they actually
you keep saying sped through. They skipped a bunch of shit at the beginning because they knew you already saw it in the first series.
They did. They sped through it.
You keep saying sped. They skipped it. They were just like, we're not dealing with it.
Tell me what they skipped.
They skipped
the whole training thing.
They skipped the Barry the Chopper backstory.
The whole island thing with the teacher, they skipped a bunch of shit
later on as flashbacks.
Oh my lord, Reese.
Same with bring back Yoki.
Back to my joke. They're gonna skip the tuning exam and make it a flashback.
Anything
Reese,
you're talking about, or the the names of these characters from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
And with Naruto, I would like to point out there's not a lot all they would be doing is cutting out the filler. I mean, the filler is just until we get to Shippuden, OG Naruto didn't have a lot of. It was mostly canon up until I want to say episode. What was it? Episode
I can't even think of a moment in Naruto, the original one, that felt to me like filler.
Basically, after the
Sasuke
exam.
left.
Yeah,
well, everything that I watched. Look, I watched the original Naruto in Japanese with subtitles, and there are shows that I watch in English, like our Watch Club, that I was just it feels like a chore to actually get through, right? I actually feel that I am checking the duration bar on the episode constantly because I cannot believe how drawn out it feels. But with Naruto, there was never a moment that I can recall. I mean, maybe there were some moments, right? But I don't recall there being any moments where I legitimately felt like, oh my God, get to the fucking point,
Yeah.
In the same way as with Dragon Ball Z, I feel like, yes, there's some filler, but most of the filler, they take the advantage. The thing I like about filler is that they give you character moments, right? Stuff that, in terms of the overarching plot of the story, is not going to have an effect, but you get to see a character, how they interact and how they develop a little bit more, which I always really enjoy. So I haven't gotten through the first disc, maybe just the first disc I've gotten through of Shippuden, so I couldn't tell you.
Shippuden's a lot worse with filler.
Shippuden.
Well, yeah, because it's got 500 episodes,
downhill.
right? So
yeah,
they're basically
Well, I mean, Naruto's bad, but it's all.
That's actually kind of funny. I never really thought about
end.
the fact that they're One Piece is reaching the 1,000th episode, woo! And it's Naruto Shippuden's fuck, we did half that in half the time.
I mean,
a year.
Naruto Shippuden is 720, and then Boruto's 200 some episodes now.
I heard Boruto is also 70% filler right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
So that's why Mr. Beast and everybody is so eager to just get the good shit back.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be cool visually, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's do I need that? Especially for OG Naruto? Shippuden, maybe, sure, but OG Naruto, I feel like
they took it upon themselves to make sure to get all the best moments.
Yeah, all the best.
Honestly, I think I could deal with just a Kai cut, an official go recut it, that.
Yeah,
and maybe reanimate a couple things, literally a couple transition scenes if something doesn't quite work with cutting it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's all we need. I don't think the original animation looks terrible. I don't care that it's 4:3. So
I'll be real.
I do.
A while ago,